Welcome back to the 10th Isle. My name is Ryan, and I hope this edition of Game It or Pass It finds you well and ready to embrace the chill. This is the before, as this time we're going to do a little bit of game roulette using the Surprise Me feature embedded in Game Pass. Let's see what we get.
Nope.
You've played that game already.
Did it.
Finally.
Oh, wow. A couple of attempts later, I had to definitely skip the ones where I've already played it, or it was something that there's no chance I could do a nice snapshot of. And we've got this Return to Grace game that I've heard about, I swear. Return to Grace is a narrative experience, so I guess we'll check it out. And so here we are in Return to Grace. Let's check it out. Seems like a really cool premise.
Stick's not responding.
Very interested. Ganymede.
Can you take control?
The storm is interfering with my senses.
Okay. Ancient resting place of humanity's greatest achievement. Oh.
Hold on.
Impact in 10, 9. Oh, there it is.
Okay. Nice.
Addie? Addie, please respond.
My everything hurts.
You've been out for nearly an hour.
What's our status, Alan?
I mean,
We've crashed.
crashed.
Yeah, I got
So-
that.
My hull is intact. Thrusters 2 and 4 are damaged and will require realignment.
So will my back. Can you let me out?
Not before we talk about your suit.
Okay, talk.
Oh, no.
I'm reading green on seals, green on batteries. Thermals are, well, not green, but fine, and you have 5.35 hours of oxygen, maybe 6 if we run the scrubbers hot. But Addie, we've had this discussion before. You won't have
Alan,
enough to...
It's fine.
Oh,
I
no.
have a plan.
I'm concerned that...
I have a plan.
I don't like her plan
Understood.
or her
Yeah,
tone.
Open the hatch.
The canopy hydraulics are not responding. You'll
Kick
have to
it.
pull the manual release.
Oh, there we go. That'll work. I hit it.
Seriously? You stupid piece of junk.
Yep. Give
I'm
it a
right here.
swift kick.
Ugh.
Whoa. This
Visibility's
place
terrible.
is
Any sign of the spire?
rough.
I'm not picking up anything new, just the original beacon signal. You'll need to use your wayfinder to locate an entry point, if there is one.
Okay.
All right. Let's figure out where you're at, Grace.
You know the beacon could be anything. A lost colony, a relay station.
200 distinct oral
A
histories
monster?
Can't be wrong, Alan. Grace is here. I can't believe this storm.
I
Where would this
can.
have come
Holy
from?
hell.
There is record of ancient terraforming on other moons. I think it's safe to assume that Ganymede is not an exception.
There's something man-made here.
What is this?
It's like a weather station or maybe a seismic station. It looks the era of that relay from the Dawes Sea Dig. It's at least 700 years old, Alan.
Wow. Oh, bridge?
There's a little bridge here. There wouldn't be much sense of building this if we weren't within walking distance of the spire.
By all estimates, the beacon is within 400 meters.
This looks climbable.
A bit of interaction. Yeah, okay. Don't have to jump or anything. I dig that.
Which way here?
A little bridge. We're just finding our way. Is there a pile of rocks?
These must have been arranged here by someone. Waypoint for navigation?
Multiple bridges. Hmm. Bridges on bridges.
Oh no! Yep.
Nash
there goes
bridges.
that again.
What happened?
Fell into a stupid fissure. Looking for a new way to reach the spire. Or at least someplace where it will be easier to find my body.
Okay, I probably wasn't supposed to laugh at that. You got a flashlight? Feels like we're gonna need it. Squeeze.
Looks a little tight.
Make it through. Holy. All right. Hopefully that issue is now addressed
Open
that
up again.
no one knows about but me. You're welcome.
Another station. They're too close together to be weather stations.
So seismic then. Icequakes would be the risk of building here. So it makes sense they would find
Ice
activity.
quakes?
The surface temperature is dropping. We can't maintain your thermals
That sounds
much
horrifying.
We're close. I can feel it.
longer. I wish I shared your optimism.
That thing a smiley face? It's a little disturbing. Ladder to nowhere.
This has to be it.
What are you seeing, Addie?
I'm looking at what must be the spire superstructure. I can't imagine how something this big has gone undetected for this long.
A 500-year-old storm?
I don't know. Doesn't seem possible.
Can we jump up in there or what? Are we actually gonna climb this thing? Oh boy. I don't know about that.
There's a destroyed surface ladder. I'll need to find another way in.
Okay. I was busy finding that other way in. You didn't seem to want to let me go that way.
I can see an exhaust port that might be low enough to jump to.
Maybe I just needed to look at it a little bit more intently.
Did you make it, Addie?
I'll let you know in 1 sec.
Oh wow, she's wearing some cool armor.
I'm in. All right,
Really
Grace.
cool vibes here.
Let's find out what you've been up to for the past 900 years.
Looks like we're going this way. Crawl space. The context sensitive stuff, I'm not quite sure about. Music though,
Hope my light still works.
pretty big fan.
Well, you should see this
enter the
spooky
shack.
tunnel I'm in,
Sure.
Alan.
And why would I want that?
Come on, you're not
Oh, this
excited?
would be sweet.
Crash landed me in a frozen hellscape and left me for salvage.
10 years.
Oh, I
of
thought it was a
research,
slide.
Not to mention 6 months of spaceflight are
Missed
about to pay off.
opportunity.
But at what cost?
Don't ruin this for me.
You're fighting with an AI? Definitely the future. What the heck
Looks like
is
a bit
this?
of a labyrinth, but I'm still picking up the
Like a-
signal ahead.
And you can still
Weird.
hear me?
Loud and
Nuke
clear,
station
buddy.
or something.
The structure looks to be in decent condition.
Another good sign.
It looks promising.
Everything about this place looks 30th century to me. It's the right era, the right size.
Don't say it, Addy. We've had
Oh,
our
boy.
homes dashed before.
Another crawl space. Guess we're going in. Oh, gotta squeeze through.
Looks like the tunnels can be air sealed. I'm guessing large parts of the station could be
The
pressurized.
proximity for these interactions is a bit too far.
These can't be powered. Must be airflow in the tunnels. I have to say, there's more atmosphere than I was expecting.
Not nearly enough to survive.
True.
This one's broken. I think I can crawl through.
Why not? I mean, it's not like it's gonna turn on and cut us in half. That would be rude.
Jeez. That's gotta be over 15 meters.
And if gravity here is 1/6 of that on Earth, then a 15-meter fall here would be the equivalent of falling less than 3 meters at standard G, which you've mastered a couple of times already on the moon's surface.
Ah, it's probably fine.
I
Drop
could
down.
calculate outcome probabilities based on previous drop impacts if you've already jumped, haven't you?
Take that, Alan.
Gosh, I hope this is the right way.
This should be okay. Right?
Oh boy, this is slick.
Oh, this one's a
Oh,
slide.
no.
Ooh, that was a little bit further. Nice.
Whoa.
Are you
Whoa
hurt?
is right.
I'm working on it. The structure is enormous. This has to be the Grey Spire, Alan.
Huge, enormous
and
even.
there it is. The perfect setup for disappointment.
There we go. Look at this. Wow, very retro. Cool. Well, let's check it out, I guess.
Found the beacon. The transmitter is on some sort of console.
It must be part of a control network for the megastructure.
You think we can make a connection here?
Theoretically,
Who knows?
if you run a scan, I can attempt to connect. The interface language is quite old and sophisticated, but we should be able to calibrate your computer to interact.
Neato.
Use your gyroscope to sync with the terminal. I have the first calibration position. The meter will indicate when you are close. Watch the meter closely and move your hands slowly to find the position.
There?
First position is locked. Second calibration position
Oh
is up.
boy. Riveting
That's two,
gameplay.
and here's the final position. That's
Nailed it.
We're in. Accessing the network now. Oh,
Okay. Play a little Pong. Oh.
Shit. Alan, you there?
Yep.
Alan?
Hello,
Ha!
a visitor. Let's have a look.
Where's Alan?
Oh,
Who is this?
Alan's
Who is
gone.
this?
See ya, Alan.
Entering a home without knowing its host.
Are you?
They've got us there.
Grace?
Good question. I'm not entirely Grace. I'm running on just a
Oh.
small part of her logic processing.
Grace is still here.
And what brings you here?
My name is Adamari Ito. I'm an explorer.
I must
Oh, what a
apologize,
cool name.
Adamari. It would appear I have lost much of my capacity. I cannot see very far beyond the room we are in.
I've lost connection with my ship's AI.
You won't need Alan here. I can show you around.
Will you be able to let me out of this room?
Of course. But until we are able to restore power to the station, I will require your assistance.
Oh, I don't
There
know.
should be a manual winch set in the floor at the foot of one of the
That
sliding
seems like some
doors.
evil stuff right there. Escape room. Yeah, I mean, we're trying.
Look for a hinged floor grate at the foot of one of the doors.
Hinged, huh? There we go.
This must be it.
Working the winch
Process of
will open the
elimination.
door.
Do you know where Grace has been all this time?
Grace went somewhere?
She's been gone for hundreds of years.
I am running on a very old server. My memories predate
This
the
is
completion of
interesting
the Great
enough.
Spire.
Grace ushered in humanity's golden age. Peace across the system, booming interplanetary trade, scientific marvels, colonies beyond the orbit of Neptune. And then she was gone, and it all fell apart.
I'm
Good
sorry,
work,
I
Al.
don't remember.
Well, you're a lot more than an archaeologist usually gets.
The first step to restoring
Alright.
Grace is to bring the Spire's power station back online.
Let's do it.
Well, let's go
I'll
see
light
if
the
we can
way.
do that. Oh, no.
What do I do here?
This is a security panel. I am decrypting the pattern now.
Oh, no. Is this the witness?
Ah, yes. Simple enough. You'll need to light up 9 buttons, forming a square at the center of the
Oh,
panel.
no. It is the witness.
Okay. The 9 buttons in the center.
That is what I said.
If you're not Grace, then what do I call you?
I don't believe there are any identification strings in my base logic that would suffice.
I'll call you Logic then. For now. Till we have a better idea of who you are. And
Turn all these other ones off?
you can call me Addie.
I will refer to you as Addie, then, until we have a better idea of who you are.
Okay. Not the witness. Got that one way easier. Didn't get gray
So
hair
what
from
exactly are you?
The station's emergency server had defaulted to Grace's original logic processing. That's me, as you've suggested. The server can also run a program dedicated to the control of infrastructure, and a third system dedicated solely to empathizing with and understanding humans. When power is restored, Grace's primary servers should come online, and
Okay.
will become some small part of Grace's consciousness. Go ahead and activate the elevator.
Sure, because I guess I'm just doing everything you say?
This looks like metallic rock.
The power station is set into the Spire's foundation stone.
The foundation stone would have been an asteroid, right?
Most certainly. About 50 cubic kilometers, from what I can
Oh,
recall.
wow.
Amazing. Most accounts of Grace's origins talk about an asteroid being pulled from the heavens. That makes sense. There wouldn't be any construction resources on Ganymede and nothing to anchor the structure. I can't imagine the effort it would have taken to redirect an asteroid that big. We don't do anything like that today.
This is nice. I like a little story every once in a while.
Can you open this?
A little
With
theme
some
park
difficulty,
ride.
I will need to direct power from logic to
There's things I
control
don't like
processing,
about it for sure.
and I will not function at the same cognitive level until full power is restored.
What do
Oh,
you
boy.
mean, at the same level?
Good luck, Addie.
What? Same cognitive level. I think I was
You still there?
Where would I have gone?
You
on
sound
your
a little
own.
different.
Just stronger. The voice of control resonates through the very walls of the structure. I shall start the turbine after you prime the generators that open the spillway.
Whoa.
And this turbine still works?
It worked before, and it will work again. You shall find the generators on the platform at the other side of the room.
Alrighty.
I like that light on.
What's the crane for?
Go to the 3 generators overlooking the turbine.
And over here?
You must prime the generators first.
I just wanted to hit
Makes
a
sense.
button. Just to piss that guy off, really.
What happened here? Someone ripped this apart.
Enough, Addy. You must go to the generators.
All
So, why do you
right.
need me to start these?
Tradition. A time-honored failsafe of including human hands in the operation of this station.
So, do you share memories with the logic processor?
Indeed. We are all part of Grace. Aspects of
I
her
mean,
infinite power.
actually, yes.
Shadows of what was, and promises of what will be. I was the light that shone in the darkness. I was the hand that divided the firmament.
Okay. Oh,
The
but
turbine has failed us.
That's not good.
I must call upon you to cast out the wicked instrument,
The what?
the broken turbine. You must go to it now.
Alright.
okay. Can we use the elevator now? We can.
Going down. I'm safe to be down here, right?
You shall not be harmed. You must uncouple
I don't know
the
about that.
safety latches.
That sounds unsafe.
It is not.
Definitely feels unsafe. Feels like we're definitely doing someone's bidding here.
You must now go to the magnetic crane.
You're sure I'll be able to fix this?
If you trust in my word, yes.
Oh, I don't know. I don't trust many people here, dude. Let alone their word. We could operate a crane, so I mean, I'll give you a shot.
You must first cast out the old turbine.
I mean, all right. Hoist it.
Now cast aside the wretched unit.
Hoist it in there.
Now you shall place the new turbine.
Is that this guy over here? Seems good. What if this one's broken? We have another spare. Whoa!
Everett?
Hello?
Everett, is that you?
Grace?
Everett.
Everything's so bright.
Behold my power.
What's happened?
I am reborn. Humanity will once again flourish in the brightness of my glory.
This isn't right. Our processing has not combined. Grace has not been restored.
I think she was here for a moment. She was calling to someone. Do you know who Everett is?
No. With power restored, my mind is clearer, sharper. But I could not tell you who Everett is.
You must leave this place at once. Return to your vessel and spread word of my return.
I don't know about
From
that.
Sol's fiery core to the icy Kuiper expanse, all must know.
I've hijacked the volume control. I don't feel like this is going to be a short commandment. We'll see how long before he notices.
It took me nearly a year to get here. I want to know if Grace can be brought back.
There is more complex to explore if you head back to the control room through which you
Okay.
We should determine where in the megastructure my central processors are located. Perhaps along the way you may learn more about this Everett.
I forbid you to linger a moment longer.
And he's back.
Like a divine comet, dive from the outer reaches and spread
there's cool
light
things to
and
look at.
understanding to the inner
Please.
worlds.
I'm not leaving.
Yet more insolence.
These look like cartridges.
I have prototype designs in memory for something similar. They are unused recording devices.
Cool.
Recording devices?
For what?
Why so many?
I have no record of how they were used.
Do you know what these are?
I have no record. They are likely parts to support the workings of this station. So, are there any accounts as to why Grace was shut down in the first place?
There's no electronic record at all. That would have been lost during the Great Dark Age.
Dark Age?
Arcade.
Much of
This
humanity's
is getting
record keeping
weirder
would
and
be managed
weirder.
by Grace. So, when she went down 900 years ago, so did the ability to record what happened. The research that led me here was based on oral histories mostly, and some artifacts we uncovered on Earth and Mars. Relay devices that were once connected to Grace's network.
Then we share an interest in shedding light on this Dark Age.
Do we now? This
From what I can tell,
music
there
seems
is some
very
sort of transit
Kubrick-esque.
system on the other side of the control
Which is a
room,
good thing.
which should lead you to the other parts of the spire. I will illuminate the door leading to this transit system.
I figured it was that one.
Alas, I require your nimble fingers again.
Okay.
Alright, what's the pattern?
Another easy one. The Phoenician letter Tau.
Who would know that?
I don't know. Perhaps an archaeologist? How about the Greek letter Chi? The Roman numeral 10?
Okay.
Isn't that just an X? Nailed it.
This is not the way to your ship.
Do you believe Grace could have done something to cause humans to turn on her?
Like what?
Like becoming too overbearing?
Humans would have been given no reason to question my bearing.
It's one of my theories, yes?
Okay.
This must be the main entrance. I'm guessing the landing pad is on the other side of the big doors?
That's correct, Addy. Though the pad appears to be buried under meters of ice.
What are these for?
They appear to be terminals
Oh,
for
very
processing
odd.
visitors to the spire. But they
Okay.
no longer store any useful information.
All right.
Is this an airlock?
Yes, the spire beyond this point can be pressurized.
Pressurize it up.
I assume your suit has limited oxygen?
I have about 5 hours left.
That's quite a risk you're taking. Were you assuming station life support
Yeah.
will be restored?
Well, can it?
I believe so. But for
Okay.
reasons I'll never understand,
My God.
life support is controlled by empathy processing. I suppose they had to give it something to do. I will enable that programming now.
Hello, Addie.
Hello. So, you're going to get oxygen going?
The process has already begun, my friend. No rush. If you let me accompany you along the path ahead, I can balance the environment to your life force as we walk.
Oh.
Here we go.
Okay. Whoa.
are these plants still intact?
They must have been subject to a very sudden drop in temperature while still alive.
What is this place?
This is awesome.
Remaining connected to one's natural world is important for a person's well-being. A fitting starting point for those entering the structure, don't you think?
Yes.
Do you recognize any of the objects in this section of the garden? I'd love to know what you think of them. For the calibration process.
This must be
They look
terraplastic.
cool.
Or made in the style.
The ancient Greeks boarded their ships and set out to explore the world, discover its gods, and conquer its monsters. You are an explorer, Addie. But are you here to meet a god or to slay some beast, I wonder?
Am I doing this right?
You are doing splendidly.
I'm sorry. This cannot possibly be necessary.
Temperature
What do you mean?
preferences can vary
I got things to
considerably
do.
between individuals.
Like,
Careful calibration is essential.
How about above freezing and we proceed?
It's really up to Addie. If you don't wish to consider more objects, I can set the temperature within a survivable range, and you can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
I have no idea what this is.
looks like an anvil.
Weapon or a tool of some kind?
It's a device for working metal. Why do you suppose it's in this garden, Addie?
It could be
No
a symbol
idea.
of hard work.
An industrious future? Or a laborious past, perhaps?
What's the point
Interesting.
of this, Addie?
It's a
I'm an
personality
explorer.
test.
I'm here to learn. This statue could
Yeah,
be
lady, be
colonial.
quiet back there.
It's simple, but it's quite beautiful, I guess.
And why would its beauty matter?
People like pretty things.
Cute little fox.
A human truth
Or a
spanning
Dougal?
thousands of years. You're not a planner, are you?
I've been told that. This looks like Pacific Revival. Part of an archway, maybe. That's a pretty big piece to ship all this way.
Wow.
So it must be important,
That looks awesome.
even though it's no longer holding up a roof.
I guess its purpose has changed.
As can happen with people, too. What would you say these objects have in common?
They're artifacts from long before the building of the station.
The things we leave behind say something about us, don't they?
What a society
Oh,
leaves behind is all about
man. That's
understanding
pretty
how they lived.
profound.
But we're interested in what you
Game.
were willing to leave behind in order to come here.
Haven't left a whole lot, to be honest.
I believe that's all I will need to set the perfect temperature.
Finally.
You can move on to the flower bed next to the stairs.
Nope, I got one more.
Is this a lantern?
An expression of our certainty in the flow of time.
How so?
A craftsman spent months carving this remarkable device based on the absolute certainty that after day, night would follow.
All right, I follow.
Do you see them, Addie? Life in perfect stillness? The
Um,
flowers defying the hoarfrost, as you have defied the emptiness of space to arrive here.
I guess.
Sure.
Which one are you?
Pardon me?
Which one of these blooms best embodies your spirit?
Seriously?
It's important, I know these
The
things,
AIs
the
are fighting.
balancing of illuminatory ergonomics.
Fancy words do not make this any less idiotic.
Go ahead, Addie. There are no wrong choices.
Well, I don't know. Am I supposed to pick one? Hold on.
By all means, take your time if you need it.
Go with red.
This one.
I had a feeling you'd pick that. You're a risk taker. There's a passion in you, a fire you can barely
Know about
contain
that.
drives you to complete your mission. I'm making the lighting adjustments now. Ah, perfect timing. The room is fully compressed and we can go about setting oxygen levels.
Call me old-fashioned, but how about the traditional 21%?
Go ahead and seat yourself at the center of the pergola.
Oh. Okay.
Very good. Now,
Doing a little
when you're
meditation?
ready, you can remove your helmet.
My helmet?
Of course. You can't sample the air I've prepared with it on.
And you're sure it's safe?
Your well-being
Whoa.
is the most important thing, Addie. I'm certain it is safe.
Okay.
Now I want you to take a deep breath.
Holy.
A nice, deep breath. Hold it there. 3, 2, 1, and release.
We need to do a
And
full
when
session?
you're ready, another deep breath in.
Oh, we are.
Deep as you can, Addie. Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Very good, Addie. Feel all that built-up stress from your long journey here release into the ether.
Oh, please.
Shut out any negative energy and take in another life-nurturing breath.
All right.
Fill those marvelous lungs.
Thank you.
Hold it. 3, 2, 1, and release. Wonderful.
That's
Even the
nice.
station has a limited supply of oxygen.
Next, I want you to really open your body by reaching
Gonna
up
do some
toward
yoga?
the sky. Wonderful. How's that feel, Addie?
Kinda nice?
And we're almost done the calibration. For our last exercise, I will ask you to stand up.
Okay.
Now, once you're centered, you can hold your hands in a relaxed position in front of you. Now transfer your weight onto one foot.
All right.
I want you to hold that for 10 seconds.
Okay.
What could this possibly have to do with oxygen levels?
It's about balancing.
Literal balancing? Unbelievable.
Almost there. 3, 2, 1. And that's 10 seconds.
Whew.
Excellent, Addie.
Almost
We've
fell
done
over.
Great work here today. I've made note of these settings for the other parts of the station.
This is not an appropriate time to say namaste.
So we can move to the transit system now?
The door out is just up the stairs past the flowers.
Okay. I wonder if we could have just skipped all that. They would have been mad about it. Someone would have been.
I'll do my best to get the oxygen mix just right in the rest of the station. Just let me know if anything is not quite working for you.
You don't suspect Grace was shut down in a human conflict?
Maybe. Or you were abandoned over time.
Abandoned?
We've walked away from a lot of great things.
Huh. Interesting point to note there. I think that's where we put a pin in this one before we start getting into too many spoilers. It feels like we're gonna hit another reveal here pretty quickly. Man, this is a tough one. The first impression for this game is a pass it. Like, for me, it is a hard pass it. But as it's gone on, I'm pretty conflicted. I tend to like these walking simulator type games, and this one's got some personality. I still feel like it's a pass it. In the age where we've got so many things to play, so many things vying for our attention, but maybe if you've got some time, a little bit of lull in your gaming schedule, check it out. For me, it's gonna be a pass it for now. And I think maybe down the road, we'll give it another look. And that's gonna do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Remember to stay safe out there and embrace the chill. What the heck could that thing be? Oh, man.